The ITA announces format changes for the 2025 and 2026 ITA Division 1 men's and women's national team indoor championships. So I'm going to go in depth in this article, and I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And I will put this article in the description below so y'all could see it. The ITA announced, this is as of yesterday on April 10th when the article was released, a format change to coming to the 2025 and 2026 seasons for the ITA National Indoor Championships, as the two most prestigious championships on the college calendar. The new regional hosting format will see a split between two host schools within 200 miles of each other, with the aim of enhancing the in-person viewing experience, the student-athlete experience, as well as the broadcast production throughout the entire event. The ITA managing director Corey Brooks said the following: "As the ITA's marquee event and one of the premier events of each college tennis season, the ITA is always looking for ways to improve the current version of the indoor championships while simultaneously addressing any changes associated with the event. During the last several bid cycles, we have seen a reduction in the number of bids due in part to the significant cost of hosting and requirement of 12 match courts." That's what the quote said. Over the much of the last year, the ITA staff, in consultation with the ITA Division 1 Operating Committee and ITA member Division 1 coaches, has reviewed several options aimed at upgrading the indoor championships while simultaneously addressing the current challenges, reducing hosting costs, utilizing facilities, and that enhance the in-person experience for student athletes and spectators, and showcasing the national semifinals and finals as standalones. Prime time events were the primary focus of that review. And Brooks also said, "We are very excited about the opportunities that this new format provides, specifically the ability to play an entire event on two campuses with access to two fan bases and two world-class facilities built specifically for the college tennis dual match experience." So that's the quote right there. So the first thing I'm going to mention is why the changes in this, why they did that. A decrease of number of host site bids throughout the last several cycles, in part by the expense of hosting, the need for 12 match courts, and a lack of institutional and financial resources necessary to administer a 16-team event, often held at two different facilities. The current utilization of off-campus, public, and or private facilities not made for the college tennis dual match experience. These facilities often lack the infrastructure necessary to administer high-level events like scoreboards, support staff, no streaming or low-quality streaming, and often offer limited in-person viewing opportunities. So how will the regional hosting format work? Okay, first of all, eight teams will begin at each partnership institution, within 200 miles of each other. Each site will host the opening two rounds, play on their campuses, and after the second round, the two semi-finalists from the secondary site will travel to the primary site, while all the four semi-finalists will be teams will be given this day off for travel, rest, and practice. And for those teams in the back draw, they will remain at the site in which they began and will play their third and final matches during this day off for semifinalists. Both hosts will receive wild cards into the event, and the ITA kickoff weekend will be reduced from 15 sites, which with 60 teams, because that's the number of teams, to 15 times 4. And 14 to 14 sites, which times 4 is 56 teams. The ITA notes that with declines and passes, the last team accepted into the kickoff weekend draft typically falls between number 62 and 80 in the final rankings, leaving a high probability of the final top 60 gaining the entry despite this change. So, what are the advantages of this regional hosting format? Each site will be held on a college campus where the world-class facilities and atmosphere will be on full display for all competing teams. Better infrastructure will be in place, lending a better fan experience, player experience, and technological experience. Semifinals will now have a day off to reduce the burden of playing 4 consecutive days of top 20 matches during the event. Semifinal and final matches are more flexible and resulting in more options when it comes to televising matches and promoting in-person attendance. Reduction in the cost of hosting and number of courts required to host open create a much larger pool of prospective hosts and outstanding facilities. So how will each day look like? So day 1, 4 matches will be played on each side. Day 2, 4 matches will be played on each side. Day 3, the 3 back draw matches will be played on each side, while the semifinalists will be given a day off for travel, rest, and practice. Day 4, the semifinal matches will be in prime time at the primary site, and then day 5 will be the finals will be played at the prime time at the primary site. We're going to have to wait and see who hosts the 2025 and 26 National Indoor Championships for men's and women's tennis, which can be different, by the way, for that particular year. So this is just a notable change. It's only like a 2-year period, though, and not like forever. It's kind of like they're doing the fall individual events for those 2 years instead of like right after the whole season ends. Like, I know they're going to do it this year, but after the 2025 NCAA tournament, they're not going to have the individual tournament right afterwards. They're going to do it that fall. So that's just another example right there of a change, but it's only like a 2-year period. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. They always could revert back if they need to, and I do think it's a good thing that they're having a day off between now, because look, it does get taxing for the athletes out there. And yes, I know there's going to be travel on that day off, but it just depends on where it is for both of these teams, and we'll have to wait on the semifinalists at the secondary side side. We're going to have to wait and see who the 2 host sites are down the line for 2025 for men's and women's National Indoor Championships. And same thing goes for 2026. They're going to have to figure something out about that. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. On the road to 600 subscribers, of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. Some money out there. Of course, like a video. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithms, so more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button. It's free, the notification bell as well. And obviously, if you're on only like an outdoor site only team, you're not going to be able to host. That's just plain in the matter on this. I mean, if you don't have it indoor facility. So that's just a notable right there. So just to let y'all know about that.